Judson is all about smart living. Live amidst the cultural tapestry of University Circle. For more information, call 216-791-2436. Judson at University Circle. Smart living since 1906.
A treasure you may not know about is a man named Frank Kelley, a pioneer in polymer science. Bill Baranke sits down with the retired dean to find he's anything but retired.
So Dale Chihuly comes to town, and all of a sudden you're working with an artist rather than scientist. How different is that?
Well, it's actually wonderful. I consider that we are in the materials game, and three-dimensional artists are in the materials game. He's a glass sculptor, certainly a glass artist, with fine craftsmen working with him and for him. So having been aware of his interest in the possibility of getting polymers for permanent exterior art, because glass, his current medium, was a difficult thing to put in permanent outdoor sculptures because they break. Polymers, we took the pieces of polymer that are used in this sculpture and shot .32 caliber bullet into it and just swallowed it. In fact, after the sculpture was put up, a guy threw a rock at it. I wanted to call the police because I didn't like his attitude, but I mean, I certainly could appreciate the fact that he couldn't hurt it.
What are some of the things that polymers are doing that we had no idea?
One is in the biotechnology or biomedical field, where polymers essentially can replace body tissue. They can function in such ways as to separate fluids into components such as insulin and sugar and that sort of thing. They can be a very biocompatible material for making, let's say, pacemaker leads or arterial stent sheaths. So there are many opportunities in the biofield.
We're talking about all the advancements worldwide, but what's going on here in this building?
We have a number of people in this building that are very skilled physicists that can put polymers that the chemists put together into such uses as thin films for displays, for combining with liquid crystals to be able to have very high definition TV, that sort of thing. Instrument panels on aircraft, that's a lot of that work derived here. There is a fairly active program in biopolymers here, in which we're essentially trying to make such things as artificial pancreas, in which we can encapsulate, say, pig cells from their pancreas, and we can make the polymer sheath around that such that the sugar and various other important things can get in, the insulin can be released, but the body-rejecting proteins can't get through. Think about it as a screen door. You can get tiny little gnats through the screen door, but you can't get the big bugs.
With the infrastructure in place here in Akron, which helped get this whole thing started, now you've got all these things going on in this building. What's the future really hold? Where are we going to see Akron go?
We can talk about the future in terms of economic development. That's one future that there's always been great promise and great hope for. I think the thing we have to do is make sure that we develop an innovative spirit and culture. This is something that we have to really hone and grow, and actually it's a cultural change, I think, because we're used to the traditional manufacturing, and it's changing. It's just, will it change fast enough for us? Because we've got to be globally competitive, and it's getting tougher.
Frank, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll come back to Akron and check on more of the things you got going on.
Thank you, Bill.
Bringing Northern Ohio to your door every month, Northern Ohio Live magazine's proud to support Live from the Circle. Dining, theater, basically all that's unique to our region can be found on NorthernOhioLive.com. Arts, culture, and living. Northern Ohio Live.